Well, Batman the Cape Crusader is finally here. Not only do we have an official first look and a lot of new images, we have a release date on Amazon Prime. Let's take a couple minutes to break down the Entertainment Weekly story, what they gave us, and when we'll finally get to see the show. Now, before we do that, though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and ring that bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos. We want to be your place for all the superhero news, but we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently so you are in the know. Well, we woke up to a bit of a treat this morning because we have a full-on first look at Batman Cape Crusader. We've gotten a couple of teases over the last couple of months, but earlier today, an Entertainment Weekly story dropped, gave us a bunch of new images and a little bit of clarification on the new show. These include a look at Batman, Commissioner Gordon, a brand new version of Harley Quinn, and some classic takes on not only Catwoman, but Clayface. So let's dive into all the new images. I guess we should just go ahead and start with Batman. Now, we've known Batman is going to have a classic look, and this seems to fully confirm it. They are going with a classic gray and black. I noticed the short gloves, and of course the yellow utility belt. Now, the logo itself is not outlined in yellow, so that, along with the gloves, definitely harkens back to this 1940s noir feeling they're going for. Now, we already knew that Harley had a big departure from her classic comics look, but apparently in the show, there's even more. Now, this version of Harley is of Asian American heritage, and apparently the two halves of Harley's personality are much more connected in the series. This version of Harley Quinn, instead of abandoning her day job to become the Jester-themed supervillain, well, she has a day and night life very similar to Batman and uses her psychiatry as a weapon. So we're definitely going to have a new and unique take on the character. Now, we also got our first look at Catwoman, who is definitely donning the original look she had way back in the 1940s, all the way down to the purple color scheme. And along with her nighttime activities, well, we got a look at her syncing up with Bruce Wayne. So I think the Bruce Wayne-Selina Kyle relationship will probably be a big part of the series. Now, one of the other villains we got a much closer look at was Clayface, but Clayface is also getting a retro treatment. They've gone back to the classic comic book appearance, which was inspired by the horror movies of the 1940s. This is not the big blob of clay from the animated series, but more a masked, murderous villain who is quite honestly pretty scary. Now, along with all these bad guys, we also got our first look at Commissioner Gordon, who you absolutely have to have as part of a Batman series, and since it appears we don't have a Robin, Batman definitely needs a companion or resource, and I'm glad to see Gordon once again as a big part of the show. Now, overall, all these pictures really highlight the 40s noir film-type reference point that they're using for the series, and Bruce Timm and James Tucker really have leaned hard into this 40s period piece. They actually mentioned in the Entertainment Weekly interview that they both really enjoy movies from that era, so I expect to see a lot more of this type of variation on each of the Batman characters, and not only that, the noir setting is definitely going to be more pronounced than expected. There are quite a few things we still have not seen. We haven't gotten a look at the new Batmobile, which is always a big deal for any new Batman series, the Batcave, Wayne Manor, and some of the other villains, including the Joker, who's specifically mentioned in the article. So hopefully they provide some of these details really soon. Now, the other big, huge bit of news we got was a release date, and it was revealed that Batman Cape Crusader will premiere on Amazon Prime on Thursday, August the 1st. So we have just under 3 months to wait before Batman finally returns to the small screen, and the show we've all been anticipating finally is in our hands. Overall, I like most of these pictures. Some of the changes to the characters I need to see them manifest on screen. I'm really curious what they did with Harley and giving her kind of two personas here, and I love the classic Clayface they've brought back to life. It's not a version of the character we've seen in decades, and although he is a bit underpowered compared to the more modernized version of the character, he is pretty cool and a big part of Batman history. So what do you guys think of this first look at Batman Cape Crusader, and what picture is your favorite? Tell me what you think in the comments below.